Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating and somewhat quirky topic: the top 10 presidents with the worst eating habits. You might be wondering, how could the leaders of our nation have questionable dining choices? Well, it turns out that even the most powerful figures in history have had their fair share of culinary misadventures. In this video, we'll explore the bizarre, unhealthy, and downright strange eating habits of these notable presidents, revealing how their food choices reflected their personalities and lifestyles. From fast food favorites to peculiar snack preferences, we'll uncover the surprising details that make these presidents relatable in a way you might not expect. Get ready to learn about the dining habits that not only shaped their health, but also sparked conversations across the nation. So, whether you're a history buff or just curious about what your favorite presidents enjoyed on their plates, stick around. You won't want to miss the intriguing stories behind their eating habits. Let's jump right in and discover who made our list. Number 10. Calvin Coolidge. Calvin Coolidge was known for his minimalist eating habits and a preference for simple foods that reflected his straightforward personality. He had a particular fondness for plain dishes, often enjoying oatmeal and cornflakes as staples of his diet. Coolidge's approach to food was marked by a tendency to eat very little, which was in stark contrast to the more extravagant dining habits of some of his predecessors. This simplicity in his eating choices mirrored his overall lifestyle: reserved, pragmatic, and unpretentious. Coolidge believed in the value of moderation, and his minimalist approach to food was a testament to his belief in living a life free from excess. His culinary preferences also highlighted a sense of practicality, as he often prioritized nourishment over indulgence. By investigating Coolidge's eating habits, we gain insight into how his personal values shaped his presidency and public image, revealing a leader who embraced simplicity in both his diet and his approach to governance. Number 9. William Howard Taft. William Howard Taft, the 27th President of the United States, is perhaps best known for his notorious love for heavy meals and indulgent desserts. Taft had a particular fondness for fried chicken, often enjoying it as part of his favorite meal, which also included rich pastries and decadent sweets. His appetite was legendary, and he was known to indulge in multiple courses, leaving little room for moderation. However, Taft's love for food came with consequences. He struggled with weight throughout his life, and his eating habits contributed to significant health issues, including obesity. At one point, he weighed over 300 pounds, which raised concerns about his well-being and longevity. Taft's dining choices also reflected the era's culture, where hearty meals were a symbol of prosperity and comfort. The early 20th century was a time when lavish feasts were common among the elite, and Taft embraced this lifestyle wholeheartedly. His eating habits not only shaped his personal health, but also painted a picture of the societal norms surrounding food during his presidency. Number 8. John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States, had a surprisingly casual approach to food, with a notable preference for fast food and snacks. Among his favorites were hamburgers and milkshakes, which he often enjoyed during his hectic days in office. Kennedy's love for these quick meals reflected not only his personal taste, but also the fast-paced lifestyle that came with being president. His busy schedule often left little time for formal dining, leading him to opt for convenient options that could be consumed on the go. This reliance on fast food was a stark contrast to the more traditional meals enjoyed by previous presidents. However, this lifestyle took a toll on his health. Kennedy faced numerous health challenges, including chronic back pain and Addison's disease, which were exacerbated by his inconsistent eating habits and the stress of his role. While his preference for hamburgers and milkshakes may seem relatable, it also serves as a reminder of how the demands of leadership can influence personal choices, sometimes with lasting consequences. Number 7. George W. Bush. George W. Bush, the 43rd President of the United States, was known for his down-to-earth personality and a fondness for junk food and barbecue. Among his favorite meals were classic American staples like pizza and chips, which he often indulged in during his time in office. Bush's love for these comfort foods showcased a more relatable side of the presidency, as he frequently enjoyed casual meals with family and friends. However, his penchant for unhealthy snacks didn't go unnoticed. Bush was known to indulge in a variety of treats, from potato chips to sugary desserts, which reflected a laid-back approach to dining. This lifestyle, while enjoyable, raised concerns about health and nutrition, especially given the demands of his role. Later in life, Bush recognized the importance of promoting healthier eating habits. He became an advocate for nutrition and fitness, particularly through initiatives aimed at encouraging children to make better food choices. This shift demonstrated his commitment to improving public health, showing that even a president can evolve in their approach to food and wellness over time. 6. Herbert Hoover. Herbert Hoover, the 31st President of the United States, faced immense challenges during his time in office, particularly during the Great Depression. His eating habits during this period were marked by a preference for simple, often bland meals. Hoover was known to favor basic foods like oatmeal, bread, and vegetables, which reflected both his personal tastes and the economic realities of the time. The irony of Hoover's eating habits is striking, especially considering he was president during a severe food crisis. While millions of Americans were struggling to find enough to eat, Hoover's modest meals stood in stark contrast to the widespread hunger and hardship faced by the nation. His choices highlighted the disconnect between the leadership in Washington and the everyday struggles of ordinary citizens. Moreover, Hoover's eating habits mirrored the economic struggles of the era. As a former engineer and businessman, he believed in frugality and self-sufficiency, values that resonated with many Americans. However, his simplistic approach to food also served as a reminder of the difficult times, as he navigated the complexities of leading a nation grappling with unprecedented challenges. Number 5. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, had a well-documented love for rich foods and cocktails. His favorite meals often included gourmet dishes such as lobster, duck, and elaborate desserts, reflecting his refined palate and appreciation for fine dining. Roosevelt was also known for enjoying cocktails, particularly martinis, which he often sipped during social gatherings. However, FDR's indulgent diet had implications for his health. He struggled with various health issues, including polio, which left him with limited mobility. His love for rich foods and cocktails likely contributed to his overall health challenges, as he faced complications related to his weight and nutrition throughout his life. Roosevelt's social dining habits played a significant role in his political strategy. He often hosted lavish dinners and gatherings, using these occasions to build relationships and foster alliances with influential figures. These meals were not just about food, they were opportunities for networking and negotiation, showcasing how dining could impact political dynamics. FDR's approach to food and socializing ultimately reflected his understanding of the importance of personal connections in governance. Number 4. Richard Nixon. Richard Nixon, the 37th President of the United States, was known for his unconventional eating habits and preferences that often surprised the public. Nixon had a particular love for fast food and comfort meals, frequently indulging in items like hamburgers, fried chicken, and pizza. His down-to-earth taste in food made him relatable to many Americans, but it also raised eyebrows among political elites. One notable aspect of Nixon's eating habits was his penchant for late-night snacking. He often enjoyed midnight meals, which included a variety of comfort foods, reflecting his tendency to unwind after long days filled with political stress. This habit not only showcased his love for food, but also highlighted the pressures of his presidency, as he sought solace in familiar meals during the turbulent times. Nixon's eating habits were frequently scrutinized by the media, with reporters often focusing on his food choices as a reflection of his character. This attention sometimes overshadowed more serious political issues, illustrating how personal habits can become intertwined with public perception. Ultimately, Nixon's relationship with food was a unique aspect of his presidency, revealing both his vulnerabilities and his humanity. Number 3. Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan, the 40th President of the United States, had a simplistic and often unhealthy diet that became a notable aspect of his public persona. One of his most famous indulgences was his fondness for jelly beans, which he often kept on his desk and shared with visitors. This sweet treat became a symbol of his approachable and cheerful personality. Additionally, Reagan had a penchant for fast food, frequently enjoying hamburgers and fries, which reflected a casual, down-to-earth lifestyle. Reagan's eating habits were not just a matter of personal preference. They also mirrored his optimistic and straightforward approach to life. His love for comfort foods resonated with many Americans, making him relatable and endearing. However, these dietary choices had consequences for his health during his presidency. As he aged, Reagan faced various health issues, including a battle with colon cancer, which raised concerns about the impact of his diet on his overall well-being. Ultimately, while Reagan's eating habits contributed to his charm and relatability, they also served as a reminder of the importance of nutrition, especially for those in high-stress positions like the presidency. Number 2. Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton, the 42nd President of the United States, had a well-documented history of fluctuating eating habits and preferences that often made headlines. Known for his love of fast food and Southern cuisine, Clinton frequently indulged in burgers, fries, and classic dishes like fried chicken and barbecue. His fondness for these comfort foods reflected his roots and personal tastes, making him relatable to many Americans. However, Clinton's eating habits became a significant topic of discussion, especially as he faced health challenges during his presidency. After undergoing heart surgery in 2004, he experienced a dramatic health transformation that prompted him to reevaluate his diet. Committed to improving his well-being, Clinton adopted a plant-based diet, focusing on fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. This shift not only improved his health but also showcased his dedication to personal change. Clinton's evolving eating habits highlighted the broader conversation about nutrition and health in America. His journey from fast food lover to health-conscious advocate resonated with many, illustrating how personal choices can impact public perception and inspire others to consider their own dietary habits. Number 1. Donald Trump. Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States, is well known for his notorious Diet Coke habit and fast food preferences. Reports indicate that he consumed multiple cans of Diet Coke daily, often opting for the beverage over water or other drinks. This unusual choice became a defining aspect of his public persona, as he frequently mentioned his love for fast food, particularly burgers and fried chicken from popular chains. Trump's eating habits not only reflected his personal tastes, but also resonated with many Americans who appreciated his straightforward, no-frills approach to food. His fondness for fast food was often portrayed as a symbol of his outsider status, appealing to those who valued authenticity over formality. However, these dietary choices raised concerns about their health implications. Critics pointed out that Trump's reliance on processed foods and sugary drinks could contribute to various health issues, particularly given his age and the demands of the presidency. While his eating habits became a part of his brand, they also sparked discussions about nutrition and health, highlighting the importance of dietary choices in the lives of public figures. In this video, we explored the intriguing eating habits of some of the most notable presidents in U.S. history, highlighting how their food choices reflected their personalities and the times they lived in. From William Howard Taft's love for heavy meals to Franklin D. Roosevelt's indulgence in rich foods, each president had a unique relationship with food that often mirrored their leadership styles. We also examined how these habits, whether it was John F. Kennedy's fast food preferences or Ronald Reagan's simplistic diet, had implications for their health and public perception. As we wrap up, it's essential to reflect on how diet can significantly impact not only personal health, but also the effectiveness of leadership. The choices these presidents made in their diets serve as a reminder of the importance of nutrition in our lives, especially for those in high-pressure roles. If you enjoyed this exploration of presidential eating habits, we invite you to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with friends. Stay tuned for more engaging content that dives into the fascinating intersections of history, health, and culture.